What's up everyone, Alex here. How's everybody's February doing? And by February, I'm talking about all the games that you picked up in February, because towards the end of January and practically all of February, there were a ton of really good JRPGs and games that came out. And yes, I am still playing through Final Fantasy VII Rebirth and trying to 100% all the dang regions, okay? But it's March. Yeah, it's March, which means there's gonna be a ton more games coming, including a brand new Vanillaware game and a whole bunch of like really incredible games actually that are gonna take a lot more of your time. That said, I am actually tapering down the number of games in this video to the ones that I personally am interested in, but also some of the things that I feel like you should pay attention to, because there are a few games out there, especially the ones that I'm highlighting today, that I think are worthy of attention. So anyways, here are the games that I want to highlight that's coming out in March. I heard of Berserk Boy just a few days ago actually, and it's coming out on March 6th on PC and Switch. Now, when I first saw the trailer, I saw that it had a lot of influences from Mega Man, but I was also really surprised to learn that it has Metroidvania mechanics. And then I started thinking to myself, wait a minute, why hasn't Mega Man done something like that? Like combining the Robot Master's powers with Metroidvania style traversal sounds like a match made in heaven. So Berserk Boy is trying to basically answer that question, and it looks really fantastic. And maybe keep an eye out on the channel to see if I have a review coming out on March 6th. So if you're curious about this game, make sure you subscribe to the channel. I mentioned earlier that Vanillaware has a brand new game coming out in March, and that's in the form of Overlord. I really have a tough time pronouncing this game. Unicorn Overlord. It almost sounds like Unicorn Overlord. Unicorn Overlord. Okay, Unicorn Overlord is coming out on March 8th on PlayStation platforms, Switch, and Series X and S. I don't know why Xbox One isn't there, but it is what it is. So a lot of people compared Unicorn Overlord to something like Ogre Battle, and I haven't played the original Ogre Battle on the SNES, but if this is going to be the same as that game, I'm really looking forward to it. Unicorn Overlord is coming out on March 8th, and again, it's Vanillaware, so it's gonna have like really exquisite graphics, some really great soundtrack by Bass Escape, I'm pretty sure, and strategy games are actually something that they're passionate about over there. So I can't wait to play this game and check it out. Actually, I need to check out the demo first and foremost, before anything else, really. Dragon's Dogma 2 is coming out on March 22nd on PS5, Series X and S, and PC. Now, Dragon's Dogma is like one of those dream games that I never thought would be made. It has the depth of gameplay that not a lot of games of this type have. And I remember climbing a lot of monsters in the first game and really loving that kind of strange dynamic. And it's almost like a blend of Monster Hunter style kind of mechanics, where it's a lot of animation based kind of action mixed with reading the tells from your enemies and your opponents and trying to basically like adapt to that. The story wasn't really the best, but I think the experience of being in this world and existing in this world was actually very interesting. And also the pawn system was quite fascinating too, because you can make like a whole bunch of pawns with different classes and stuff that can basically aid you in battle. And this game is supposed to be kind of extending upon all of these ideas and introducing brand new classes that I think is going to make playing this game really super fun. And finally, like, what is it? Like, it's been at least a decade since we first saw, like, the first game. I'm just really happy that Dragon's Dogma is back, and I'm really sad at the same time that Dragon's Dogma Online, which was actually a really good multiplayer game, is also not around. But hey, Capcom, I know you guys have been trying a lot in the live service area recently. Why don't you make a Dragon's Dogma Online for the modern era? Like, I would love to be able to play this sort of game multiplayer online with everybody else. So think about that. Do you guys remember Super Princess Peach from many years ago? I think it was like a DS game or something like that. So when I heard Princess Peach Showtime was coming out on March 22nd on the Switch, of course, I instantly remembered that game. And in this game, Peach seems to be like cosplaying as different characters and different roles, giving her different powers, which is really cool because it's almost very Kirby-esque in a weird, more defined way. I know it's kind of like a weird comparison, but I think it's really cool to kind of see Princess Peach kind of having a full game, like a fully 3D game that she's a star of. And it's about dang time because Luigi had like Luigi's Mansion back in the GameCube days. So it's dang time that she has like a higher budget game for herself. And I actually can't wait to play this game. Ender Magnolia is coming out on March 26th on PC, and I've heard so many good things about Ender Lilies, as in like it's the quintessential 2D Souls-like game that you'll want to play. And while I still haven't had the chance to do that, I'm really eyeing Ender Magnolia because I heard that the Switch version is coming out later this year, but the PC version is literally coming out March 26th, which is absolutely exciting. I can't wait to try it out if I get a chance to try it out. To me, like the combination of 2D and the depth of gameplay that Souls games have, to me has always been like a perfect combination. And as somebody who isn't really that great with 3D like Souls-likes and stuff, like 2D Souls-likes seem to, I don't know, tickle my fancy and tickle my interest that makes me want to play it even more. So Ender Magnolia, can't wait to play it. I think it's going to be awesome. And here are the rest of the games coming out in March. The Thaumaturge is an isometric turn-based RPG featuring investigation mechanics and morally ambiguous choices, and is coming out on March 4th on PC. The Outlast Trials, the latest game in the popular survival horror series, is coming out on March 5th on PlayStation and Xbox platforms and PC. Contra Operation Galuga, the latest game in the popular arcade run-and-gun classic, developed by WayForward, is coming out on March 12th on all modern platforms. Llamasoft, the Jeff Minter story, which is yet another one of those games that acts as a virtual museum, much like last year's The Making of Karateka, is coming out on March 13th on all modern platforms. Star Wars Battlefront Classic Collection, which contains both classic Battlefront games, including brand new maps, is coming out on March 14th on all modern platforms. Hi-Fi Rush, last year's breakout rhythm action game, is coming to PS5 on March 19th. Alone in the Dark, the highly anticipated remake of the survival horror series that started it all, is coming out on March 20th on PS5, Series X and S, and PC. The PC port of Horizon Forbidden West, which also includes the DLC, is coming out on March 21st. The Legend of Legacy HD Remastered, a remaster of the classic turn-based medieval fantasy RPG, is coming out on March 22nd on PlayStation platforms, Switch, and PC. Rise of the Ronin, Team Ninja's latest Souls-like that focuses on open-world action, is coming out on March 22nd on a PS5. Go Fight Fantastic is a 3-player hack-and-slash action RPG set in space, and it's coming out on March 26th on PC. And that, my friends, are the games coming out in March. Let me know if we missed anything and post them in the comments below. But for the rest of you, I want to know what you're going to be picking up in March, if you are, because I know that February and January were really packed. Post your thoughts in the comments below and let's talk about it. Thank you very much for watching, everyone, and I'll see you in the next video.